What's good, homies? What is the haps, yo?
Welcome back to the Who Cares podcast. Today we're going to be talking about shit and things.
Yeah, what do you
We're going to be talking about things. We're going to be talking about a lot of things. We're going to be talking about so many different things.
Too many
Today
things.
is National Coffee Day.
All at
Look
once.
at all the coffee.
We're not going to stop.
We're about to drink coffee today.
The entire time. For an hour long, we're not going to stop saying words. And then we're going to go over our time.
This is the podcast where nothing matters and we play chess.
Yes, we play chess here.
At least for now, we play chess. Until we get bored, we're going to continue to play chess. And I don't know, make chess-related titles just, for CTR. But in terms of doing anything else, this podcast doesn't matter. We're drinking coffee today because today is National Coffee Day. Hence why I'm fucking hyped. Excuse my language, YouTube. I hope you don't get too upset, but this is the Who Cares podcast. We're not doing this to get famous. We're doing this to get money, and we're doing this to get honeys, and we're doing this for Bad Bunny.
And the funny money with the...
At JMO.
Honeys? Yeah.
That's all we got to say.
Yeah.
Anyways, today's been fun. Shout out to Tampa. There is no bay anymore. Oh. The hurricane took that away, so it is now just Tampa.
Yo, shout out to Tampa. What's up, Tampa? Hope you guys are doing all right.
I just got back from vacation. That was a good time.
How was that?
It was a lot of fun. I went to Shreveport, Louisiana, to go see Jack White because it's just.
Who is Jack White?
Jack White's this guy. Nobody knows who he is, really.
Nobody knows?
Everybody knows who he is at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And he did Seven Nation Army. He's that guy. He's from Detroit.
Oh, yeah. He's from Detroit.
Yeah, so you gotta like him now.
Yeah, he's like from Michigan.
Oh, yeah. You either have to love him or hate him. That's
I know that. I get that.
How's your week been?
Oh, dude, I feel like my last 2 months have been just really stressful, but this last week has been stressful in a good way.
But today's been very stressful too. I hear you were in a 17-hour meeting.
Yeah, actually it was like 52 hours long, non-stop meeting. We didn't get to sleep. No potty breaks. Mm-hmm. It was miserable. It's the worst experience I've ever had.
How was that?
It was mid, honestly.
It's honestly pretty good, actually.
Honestly, it was pretty great. They paid for a meal, so.
Oh, you got a free meal?
Yeah, man. I got Qdoba.
But like we said, I think 5 times already, but we're just all jacked up on coffee. We're gonna make some more coffee on stream. Today is National Coffee Day.
Yeah, welcome to the pod. welcome to the podcast. Have some coffee.
Drink some.
Take a seat and play some chess.
Yeah. And do some things.
And eat a sandwich.
Yeah,
while you're at it. I have a car.
Hey, how is that? What is it like being able to drive from place to place? You have terrible public transit and you can't do anything without
Yeah, that's the real issue. It's really, really good, actually.
Not to get political.
Huge weight off the old shoulders. I don't like asking for things, and so I've just kind of had to put my pride aside for the period of time where I did not have a car, and just be like, "Hey, I need a ride." Yeah. But now we're here, and honestly, it's fuel efficient and drives like a go-kart. Just needs new brakes. It's a Mazda 3 hatchback. Like yeah. Yup.
Mazda 3. Those are fun cars.
Yeah.
Solid choice. They run forever.
Yeah, really low mileage, and the guy had already fixed a lot of stuff when I got it, like engine, radiator, a lot of things that commonly go on that kind of vehicle.
Yeah, the pizza.
Yeah, pizza.
Yeah, that's what they run on, actually. Right?
Yeah.
It's the grease from the pizzeria.
Yeah, no, so okay, and that's why it was like so easy for him. He just lifted the hood, just threw a whole pan pizza on there, and just.
That's why gas prices are so high, actually.
Right.
Is because Italy is like, dude, we're sick of being known for pizza.
Mm-hmm.
So they haven't been giving us the grease from the Stromboli.
Yeah, and everybody knows that if you try to take the grease away from Italians, you're not going to have a good situation on your hands.
All Italians are greasy.
I'm not saying Italians are greasy. I'm just saying Italians have the capability to be greasy people if they wanted to. It's choice based. No, I'm not making generalizations.
I think you were pretty general with that choice, though, to be completely honest. Casey Neistat's posting again.
Yeah, dude.
That's good shit.
That makes me feel so good inside.
Yeah, like I don't know what it is. It's just like, it's a good like, I don't know. A lot of hustle culture is like detrimental, but I feel like his stuff, he's just, you know, out there doing good things. It's nice to see a good guy do good things, and he just seems like a generally positive dude. So it's a lot of fun to, I don't know, just watch. Have something to look forward to again, I guess. And he's not posting every day, so he's like he has a healthier lifestyle habit. But I've liked a lot of his recent content personally.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize. I feel like like a lot of the things I used to like growing up suddenly are like either way less interesting, have really fallen off, or just don't exist anymore. Mm-hmm. And when his vlogs came back, it just brought back this nostalgia and this just feeling good, because he's a good creator.
Yeah, he is.
Bottom line. I mean, and it's not even that he's creating things that are like stunning or like crazy, but it's consistently good. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's really all that matters. If you can be consistently good. Yeah.
It's just, and now he's not looking for a story every day. So like most of his videos are probably going to be great. And it seems like he's revitalized. He's back in New York. I want to move to New York, not because of him, but just
yeah, we're going to move to New York next year, guys. We're coming. We're on our way.
What if? What's today's date?
Why does it have to be a if?
No. Like that's what I'm saying. So like, what's today's date? Let's set a date, and like push ourselves to do it. And if we don't do it, then we like, I don't know, jump off of a bridge.
So we should say, we'll say 1 month. We'll give ourselves a year and a month.
A year and a month.
So by the end of October, we're on our way to New York.
On Halloween, we moved to
yeah.
Halloween. That's when we started this podcast too.
Is it really?
The podcast.
No way.
Yeah.
That's. But I don't think we actually started it then, did we?
No. But we're coming up on it. We're coming up on the.
That's crazy, yo.
You probably won't find that episode on YouTube because we are very bad at that. I don't know. I think I export them and the videos don't go to YouTube, but like it is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. You missed on YouTube. We don't have our episode with our guest star. It was okay. He was kind of lame as hell anyway.
I know. I did that. I hit export. It did not export, and I didn't realize it until today. And I'm going to check to see if there's anything there. You know, I'm gonna see if I can still upload it or if it's completely gone. Mm-hmm. Which would kind of suck, to be completely honest, if it was gone, but if not, then oh well, then we'll upload it.
What are you gonna do?
I need to get on that thumbnail game though. I like making thumbnails. Thumbnails are a fun thing to do.
Yeah, and I feel like, again, I kind of feel weird because when we move in together, I feel like it'll be both better and worse for the podcast. Because on one hand, it'll be like we pay attention to it more. Yeah. But on the other hand, we're going to be paying attention to it more. Right. And so it might not be as interesting as it once was, because at some point, yeah, but I think that when it stops getting interesting, then we just change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Because I don't think that we're all that worried with how it's going to turn out, to be completely honest with you. I think we're just kind of doing what we want to do, and that's a nice thing to do with the podcast. I think what's going to come out of us living together is honestly a lot more content is going to be produced.
Yeah. And you know what? So I've been there's this guy, Julian himself. That's his channel, and he's very based in like charisma and social stuff, and I wouldn't listen to his advice all the time necessarily. But one thing that he said that I really thought about, he was like, try going to the bar with your friends. Don't drink. Just sit at a table for like 2 or 3 hours with no intentions. You're not going there to make your social skills better. And he's like, what you're going to find is that you end up having purposeless conversation, which is like just conversation. You just talk because it's like, it's something to do, you know? And his basic thought was like, you know, we put so much thought behind what we say that sometimes it's not that serious. Sometimes you just do it to pass the time, you know? And I think that that same thing can be said with content where, I mean, we are not I feel like so often if you do anything, people expect you to do it for a reason. Right. And it's like sometimes, bro, the reason was just that I thought it would be cool and fun, you know? And I feel like that should consistently be like the mission statement for this podcast.
Yeah, we're just doing it because it's fun.
Yeah, and
like,
the
other content can have purpose behind it, but like this is just us playing chess, which is something that we like to do, and talking to our friends. That's all that it is.
Yeah, and I feel like it's gonna be even more consistent than our meaningful stuff because we're just doing it. We're just putting it out there. You know,
I've been wanting to make this video for a very long time. It's the United States of whatever, but I it's not that I'm pushing it off. It's just like I've just been kind of busy. It's hard to make meaningful content all the time. So it's fun. I'm enjoying doing this podcast. I'm enjoying that we have the chess aspect. All that we need is just the down angle, which if you want to donate to us, if you would like to help us, the real Darth Jim says R.I.P. the Impala.
Oh.
The real Darth.
Oh, what's up, homie?
Unfortunately,
welcome to the viewing
Darth
session.
Jim is not.
Where's he?
He's not here.
I need to.
We need the fake Darth Jim. You don't like that.
Yeah, we gotta go talk to this man.
How are you doing, Zach? Welcome to the podcast. We don't read the comments too much because we put this on multiple platforms.
Yeah, we just roll with it.
We do it live because it's easier.
Doing it live.
But if you want to donate to the podcast, donate at Tyler-Kozinski, capital T, capital K. If you don't know how to spell my last name, figure it out.
Yeah, get over yourselves,
I'm not
dude.
Too worried about about getting money. But if you do donate, you'll get up on this wall looking at you, Courtney. Doesn't have to be anything much. It could be $1.
Yeah, if you donate $1, we might put your.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah. I'm down. Yeah. No, for every $1, I will take my shirt off camera.
So, it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited for the podcast and its future. Ooh, you blocked a move of mine.
Did I?
Yeah.
Did I really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. How?
I don't know.
I didn't even mean to.
I don't
What
think
the
you
heck?
need to do a lot of things.
Yeah, everything I do is by accident. I don't know how to do anything actually.
No, I didn't think so. Okay.
I just guess. Most of my life is guesswork.
I didn't want to say anything, but
No, that's good. I'm just rolling. I don't know there's not a single thing up here.
do you ever get offended? Like people are
No,
judging you?
I don't get offended.
Do you ever feel like you're being judged constantly?
No, I feel like people will tell me things and I'm just like, this inferior being could never understand the decisions that they can never possibly understand my decisions.
Yeah.
So just, when you realize how much better you are than every other living person, I think it really helps to avoid getting offended,
I do deal with being judged a little bit more. I moved the pawn from A, B, C, D.
Yeah, I see.
D3 to D4. Turns out I had the chessboard oriented wrong the whole time. Not by much, but just a little bit. So, yep. Yeah. It's going to be okay. It's also wrong today, too. Like, it's backwards. It's got to be in the right side. But, but it's okay.
Damn it. I'm pissed off.
Because technically the king's always on the right side, the queen's always on the left side. But other than the king and the queen being swapped, it's right. And we're just here having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to move that there? I think that's a good move.
What are you saying to me?
I'm not saying that. Yeah, no.
Oh. Yeah. I don't know what to move.
I don't know what you're doing, honestly.
I don't know what I'm doing either.
But yeah, I've been like having a weird kind of imposter syndrome deal where I don't know. I feel judged constantly, and I'm not used to that. I'm okay with being kind of cringy often.
When do you think that started?
I don't know. I think
because usually, I mean, I know that when I get in that state, usually I feel like you can't be offended if you have a self-esteem that is very high, you know, but something usually happens to lower your self-esteem, and then that makes you feel more vulnerable and susceptible to other people's feedback.
I wonder what happened. That's a good question. Maybe something that I'll talk about with my imaginary therapist.
Yeah, I don't have a therapist. My brain is too powerful for that.
We're too intense. No, but like I don't know. I haven't really had many failures. I haven't really been humble too often. I've really just been kind of doing my thing. I think that I don't know. I just feel cramped right now at my work. I think that's all that it is. I don't think it's anything too deep outside of that. I think it's seriously just I feel a little bit cramped. Like my style is being jacked, some would say.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but it's annoying too. I don't want my style to be jacked. I want to have creative freedom. And you don't always get that, but I just feel like currently I'm having less and less, and it's less like how I feel about things. But I do have a fun project coming up. It's going to be like a Treehouse of Horror thing. Just need to make it happen. That's really all that's coming down to. That's kind of how everything is coming down to right now. I just need to make it happen. It's up to me and only me, nobody else.
Do be like that.
It do be.
Doobie doobie.
Scooby dooby doo.
Yep. So I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once again, and I think I do give it a 10 out of 10.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
You watch it again and it got better. Like,
Yeah.
It's one of those movies you do need to watch it twice.
Because like the thing that really like spoke to me is if you look at the first shot is so good because it's they're just having it's this family having a great time. You see it through the mirror, and then it switches to reality, and then what does it do? It literally the mirror drops down to earth and the whole desk shakes, and I'm like, that alone, and every shot is so intentionally put where it is, and it's just like it really does feel like they put effort into every frame, and that is a hard thing to feel like. I wouldn't change it. I feel like the story they wanted to make, they made.
I agree with that statement quite a bit, because it's just, I don't know, it's not perfect, right? Mm-hmm. Like I don't think 10 out of 10 is perfect, but it's the best that movie could have been for the time.
Yeah.
And there's probably some mistake.
Right, but at the same time, I feel like it would be hard to make like it's hard because it's literally a multiverse level film, and they somehow managed to make me feel like it was a 10 out of 10 still.
Right. But
like I feel like there's certain areas where it's like, you know, if you try to make a romance, that's going to be harder to make a 10 out of 10 out of, because we've seen so many of them before, you know? But it was new. The idea was unique. It was just well told. And at no point, Carly and I were talking about it, it's only like 2 hours long, and it feels like a 3 hour long movie because of the way it's set up, you know? And I was just like, this is so good.
And at no point does anything feel out of place, does anything feel weird. It's good all the way through.
Yeah.
And that's so hard to do, especially with the type of story that they were telling.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with that kind. But I love that movie. I wouldn't give it a perfect 10 out of 10 if I didn't. But yeah, it was so nice. Like, it was kind of a surprise too, because it was just like, yeah, we're gonna do this. We're gonna make this movie. We're gonna have Rakakuni in it.
Yeah,
who cares?
For no reason other than, but I don't know. And you know what else? Well, first of all, I was thinking about it on the way here, and I'm like, you know what? That movie, I used to think it was about feeling overwhelmed and how she handles that, but I feel like it's beyond that. I feel like it's almost about that, but also like creativity in the midst of chaos.
Yeah.
Because when you really think about it, it's like when she's going to these these other universes, it's really just her exploring what if she went down another path. And what is the thing that triggers that? Her doing something that she would have never done before. And so it's like it is true to like, if you want to open up that creative side of your brain to really question how things could be for you, then you have to do things that are outside of your comfort zone, things that you don't normally do.
Right.
And so I just thought that was really, I don't know. I feel like there's still so much to unpack from that movie. I feel like I could probably watch it again and come back with like 10 different things that I didn't think about.
It's just great. I want to see a second one. I stories end where they need to end, but I would love to see a second one with that. I'd love to see what they do with that. I know that you are against sequels. You are against all these other things. You're boring, but I like it. I like it when people make good sequels. It's hard to do though. Yeah. So when there is a good sequel, I'm like, you know what? Sweet. When it's just good one film, you know what? Sweet. I think we stop focusing on making movies just to be one thing. They have to be like a trilogy. They have to be this. They have to be that. And that's kind of why I'm like, you know what? It'd be sweet to have a sequel, because it would be kind of like a traditional sequel where it's like, all right, let's explore things that we didn't have time to in the first one, but also tell a different story.
Yeah, I could see that. I think that I probably, like you said, would prefer it to be just a single, but I think it's because the film leaves such a ambiguity to it, where it's like you really could, if you thought that it was real, that could be accurate, or if you thought that it was a hallucination from her based on how her life is going, then you could believe that as well. And I feel like that's such a thin line to walk that I'm like, I wouldn't even mess with it, you know? But that's just me being like, if I were in their shoes, I would be afraid that I wouldn't be able to make anything better than that for that specific thing. And that's why I think that like single movie things are really cool, because you don't have something to compare it to.
Right.
So
I can understand that too. There's just that's what makes a good movie right there. It's the debate. I love movies. Okay, I'm not gonna say something too drastic, but like, I love movies. I'm just prefacing this with that. But the best part about the movie is never the movie. It's the talking about it afterwards with your friends. It's not like going to the movie theater. The best part about going to the movie theater isn't the movie. It's the getting things together, waiting in line, talking to your friends, getting excited, getting popcorn, getting your routine together and down, and then watching the movie and talking about it afterwards. The best part about the movie isn't the movie. And when you can make a movie that makes people talk, that makes people think, that makes people do things, that's when it's a good movie. And movies aren't dying because they're not...
I don't think movies are dying.
Well, I don't think they're really dying either, but people are like, not... I don't know. People are trying to make the argument that like, oh, video games are better, books are better. Movies aren't dying in general, but like, movies aren't dying because movie is an outdated medium. Like, if that were the case, then books would be the outdated medium. It's just that so many movies now aren't telling a story that can be talked about afterwards, that can't have debate. Like,
it's very like
about this
straightforward. But even if it is a straightforward story, like, you can still have things to talk about. Like, what was that character thinking in this moment? You know, it doesn't. But I feel like people really just kind of. There's a lot of movies that are made simply for. This will be mildly entertaining and it'll make us money. So it's like, you know.
And that's kind of what I think Marvel's doing right now. It's just like, this will be all right. We do have a grand plan, but it feels like so many of their movies are just like, it'll be mildly entertaining.
You know what's taking a lot of TikTok by storm right now? The Jeffrey Dahmer show. I watched the first 2 episodes and I am excited to watch more. It's so disturbing. I mean, I think it's just more disturbing that it's real, because I didn't know anything really about Jeffrey Dahmer before this, but wow, that's crazy. And they did such, like, I saw some TikToks that were like, can we just take a moment to appreciate how accurate, and like the layout of his apartment in the show is like the almost identical to
did you know
real life.
that the Jeffrey Dahmer show has had the biggest premiere since the season 4 of Stranger Things. It's the most watched
Really?
on Netflix since that. It actually beat Stranger Things.
I am not surprised. It's really good.
I want to watch it.
It's incredibly well told.
I want to watch it. And then people are mad. There's a whole other conversation going on right now about true crime stories, and the victims in it. The victims aren't really talked about nearly, and their families aren't nearly talked about as much as the serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of idolizing the serial killer, and I don't think it's like a thing that's going on right now. I think it's just, it explains kind of our society as a whole a little bit more, is that we look for somebody to pin it on. Like, oh, this is the person who's doing things. This is the reason behind it. And it's an interesting conversation, but like I don't know. I think that documentaries are art.
Yeah.
So like let art be told, even if it's based on real life. Like, you can have a mostly nonfiction story have a great story about something else in it too, because like, I don't know, all that we do is tell stories. Like, everything, you got video games that tell a story. If you're a bad storyteller, you're not going to get any attention, because that's like literally all we do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when we're teaching somebody,
That's literally how information has spread in the past. It started with telling stories about your ancestors around the campfire, and then that was just how we carried information, was by telling stories.
it's my move, right?
Yeah.
I have to think about it for a second. But I'm sitting here right now advancing pawns, because I think that might be an interesting way to play. Usually I would try to develop my other pieces, but right now I'm feeling like I should advance pawns.
Dude, you better not. I'll be freaking ticked if you do it.
I feel like I'm playing like Courtney right now. I got a nice little wedge going.
Oh no, he plays the opposite.
Yeah?
He starts with the sides.
Oh yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Courtney plays chess weird. I looked at it. It's down. I can't upload it to YouTube, unfortunately. A little bit upset about that, but what are you gonna do? Cry about it, I guess. I think that movies are starting to come back to the good movies, the movies that are being talked about. I think we're in an awkward phase, because Endgame happened, and then there wasn't really much to talk about with Marvel that was good. And I think it was partially because we were spoiled. Like, we were at the climax of the story, and then it was, all right, we're starting over again. For this reason. And I think we've just been kind of spoiled with Marvel a little bit, and now they're trying to find a new demographic to tell stories to, but right now, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I guess, but it's like, it's not even that it doesn't appeal to me. It's just that, like, I feel that fundamentally the stories over the last two, I'm just gonna say Thor and She-Hulk, because Shang-Chi and other ones, like, there are things that can be changed about them, but in general I wouldn't say that they were awful, you know. But I feel like the last two that have come out have really have been awful. And it's just it's not even, I don't know. I feel like, because I feel like I'm on the end of the generation, but I still feel like I'm kind of in that generation that they're trying to appeal to. And I feel like I don't know. I don't really get it, I guess. You know?
Does this happen to every generation? Like, at one point, does everything just become crappy because it's not for you anymore? And then you're gonna talk crap about it? Because I do remember, like, Captain America kind of getting some shit, and Iron Man kind of getting some shit. Like, they were 70% movies. Like, not everybody was on board yet, and then everybody did get on board. So, like, I don't know. Are we at an awkward phase, or are these movies just bad?
Well, one of the things you can look at is, like, one simple way to look at it is timing.
Simpletons.
Right? Like, if you look at the timing of the movies they want to put out, in the past, Marvel did 10 to 11 years to set up an entire arc where you lead up to the ending. This was 5. This is 5 years, and they're planning on making 2 Avengers films in the same year. I just don't see it going right.
I don't see the 2 Avengers films going right.
I don't see, and that's the thing is, I think structurally it wasn't set up right, and I think that historically when brands pair with Disney, they start, their story starts falling off, and I don't think that's a generational issue. I think that's a Disney clearly has an agenda to make money.
Also, let's not completely blame the people that are telling the stories. Like let's give them some leeway, because the Black Panther did die, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. There were some things that happened that didn't happen last time that were kind of like, oh, well, somebody that we were going to pin the story to and revolve it around.
Yeah, but his story still probably wouldn't have even come into play yet.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just... I just want to be fair to the storytellers, because I do know that like Kevin Feige and a lot of people are just I don't think that money corrupts that much. I do think when it's a corporation it does, and when people aren't there to tell stories, are guiding the stories, that's when it becomes an issue. And I think that's what's happening with Disney. I don't think it's the people making the movies, and I'm not like debating with you or much anything along that line. It's just kind of like, I feel bad for a lot of the storytellers in that little the community, because it doesn't. I don't think that they want to have bad CGI. I don't think that they want to tell bad stories.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is, I really think it's like I really think the source of the problem is Disney.
Yeah, I agree with that quite a bit. Because we're getting a Deadpool Wolverine film. Deadpool 3 is going to be Deadpool and Wolverine, which is fun. It's a good piece of content, but I don't know.
It's something that I normally would be incredibly excited for.
Yeah, that would be fun.
But for some reason, there's just this other sense that's like, what's going on here?
Yeah, like you can make decisions based on marketing. That's gonna be great. People wanted that. That you're giving people what they want. But is it because it's the right time to tell the story, or is it just because you want to make a little bit of money right now so you can fund other endeavors? And it kind of feels like you're just doing it to make a little bit of money, not to really tell the story.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, like, I feel like there's so many brands and businesses that will chase what's working, and then they forget that it was working because it wasn't trying so hard. Mm-hmm. But yes, did you move?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I moved tonight from here to here. I think we'll figure it out. We'll get back to making good movies as a society. But like, here's what I've realized. I've been reading this book. I'll actually grab it right now. It's a great book. It's about math. Please don't leave.
Damn it.
It's called Lost in Math, and it's about how beauty leads us astray. And what does that mean? What does it mean that beauty leads us astray in math? It means that you're looking for something that isn't there because it'll make you money. Not in this case, but because it makes sense to something that you've already done. So, I've just been having such a good time telling stories about the universe to other people, to where it's like, yeah, by the way, this is what's going on. I forgot how much that I like that, but it does feel like I'm just kind of talking at people, and they're like, yeah, no, black holes are cool. I'm like, do you know why they're so cool? And they're like, yeah, because they're like really nothing can escape them. I'm like, do you know why? And they're like, no, because they're really great. And I'm like, do you know why? And I'm having a great time. But I feel like I'm just kind of talking down to people, because it's like, listen, I'm just trying to talk to you about it. I'm like, what do you think about this? What are your opinions on the standard model being a complete mess and not symmetrical at all? And people are like, what is?
What are you saying to me?
What did you say? What did you just say to me? Like, yeah. So there's this thing. And it's like, I don't want to be a teacher. I just want to have fun little conversations every now and then about it. And I forgot how much that I enjoyed that. until recently. So I'm happy. I'm happy Gilmore, to say the least. Also, really like chess. I went to a chess clinic this week, and I didn't lose a game this past weekend. I was crushing it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
I'm glad chess is going so well for you. Because I'm just looking at the board, and I feel like we've been playing for a while, and I'm like, we've only taken 2 pieces.
We've been doing a lot more talking this time.
Yeah.
So I think it's fine. I think we're doing the right thing.
I think we're doing the right thing here.
I'm having a good time.
We're having a good time.
We're having a good time.
You know what? I don't like anything.
Yeah?
There's nothing that I'm like, I'm just thinking about it. I'm like, I don't really like anything.
Is that how you really feel?
Sometimes.
Why do you feel this way? Why do you feel like you don't like anything?
That's a great question. I think there's a lot of preconceptions where I'm just like, well, what if it's this instead of what I originally wanted it to be? I feel like I've been disappointed, and now I'm letting previous disappointments get in the way of me enjoying things.
Get in depth. What do you mean by this? What specifics? As specific as you can get, because this is interesting.
Like, I don't know, like Marvel, right? It's hard for me to get excited for the next one that comes out because I'm recognizing that they're not as good. Like, I'm recognizing a pattern where I'm like, they're becoming less enjoyable to me. But that also could be that I'm looking for more than I was looking for before. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe it's not that Marvel's telling bad stories. Maybe they're telling exactly what we needed. But like Rick and Morty was kind of doing what they were doing to an extent. They just weren't telling as much lore as in season 3, and there was no point to it. Maybe we don't want escapism anymore. Maybe we want to deal with the problems in art, and maybe that's all that it is that we are sick of escapism, and Marvel's just at a wrong time, and that they're focusing on the wrong things. Maybe like they're kind of leaning a little bit on the issues, but they're not doing it in a way that is artistically thoughtful. It's just kind of a lot of the things are there for the joke.
Mm-hmm.
It feels like, and maybe that's all that it is. Maybe it's not like a demographic issue. Maybe it's just that we have gotten.
Is it my turn?
Yeah. Hold on, let me make sure I'm not losing my queen here. I don't see anything, but if I blunder my queen, I'm going to kill myself. Check. Yikes. I see what you did there. That's a good move. I didn't see that one. I wasn't ready for that.
Sorry, guys. I'm really stressed out.
Yeah?
Yeah, I feel like we should do more stuff with this podcast.
Like, what do you mean? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I feel like the game's been chess for the last, 5 or 6 weeks. And I feel like we should keep it.
Evolving?
Yeah.
What are you thinking? What do you have in your little head there?
You don't have to call it little.
Your tiny ass
But
head.
I don't really know. I just feel like we need more spice, you know?
You want to spice it up a little?
It's not spicy enough.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You can spice it up.
You're down with some spice.
Yeah, you're down with some spice.
What if we? Ooh, you know what? We should do a special on a Tuesday and have a Taco Tuesday.
That would actually be kind of fun.
Yeah.
To do a Taco Tuesday would be kind of fun. I'd be down for a Taco Tuesday. Just enjoy it. We're just cooking the whole time.
Mm-hmm. We'll just set the camera up differently.
Yeah, we'll set it up in the kitchen.
Yeah.
We'll talk in the kitchen, and we're just making tacos. That would be kind of fun.
Yeah.
That would literally spice it up too.
Yeah, quite literally. And we'll make habanero tacos.
Yeah.
So we're eating these spicy ass tacos by the end of the episode, and that'll be mildly entertaining.
I think it'll be fun. I think that's a good idea. We're gonna do that next episode. We're gonna eat spicy ass habanero peppers. You do seem to have a bit more of a plan than I was giving you credit for.
I don't make plans.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing.
You just react to things.
Mm-hmm. Everything is just a reaction. Not thinking several steps ahead. Just see what's right in front of me. Believe it or don't, I don't give a shit.
Too much sense right there. That makes too much sense.
Oh. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Chess.
Yeah, now it's the time of the podcast where we have to play chess because it's getting close to the end.
Yeah, now it's getting saucy. Let's make a whole episode where we just like pretend we're Good Mythical Morning and make fun of it, but like in a nice, respectful way.
Yeah.
Because we don't actually hate Good Mythical Morning.
Good Mythical Morning.
Yeah, I think they'd respect it.
I think they would too. They seem like good guys. When it comes down to it, I could just take. Hold on.
Oh.
I could just take here. Here's what I'm thinking. If I were to take right now, we trade queens. What position would that put him in that would have an advantage? That's what you got to think of when you're trading teams.
Yeah, you do have to think about that when you're trading queens.
You can't as black. You it could be a good thing, but he's kind of come around because I didn't trade the last turn. He's in a much more advantageous position. Which is fine, I guess. But that's
fine, dude.
When you're trading queens, and I don't feel as though I would be in a great position yet, because my king would be exposed. That's reason number one. Not giving away what I'm thinking of doing at this point, but that's the main thing. Is that my king would be completely exposed. And you never really want that. I wouldn't have an easy route to castle. I would have to make a couple of more moves. And that's why you don't want to trade in that position. I know you can't see too much. Eventually that will change. Eventually we will have enough money to have a C-stand with a nice little GoPro on the end of it. What are you thinking? What's going on in your brain right here? Right now. What do you talk about it? No?
I'm scared, dude. I'm way too scared to talk about it.
Why are you scared? What is scaring you on this chessboard?
There's too many squares. I don't know how to count very well. I don't even know how many there are.
Yeah.
Calm
down. It's never that bad. Now this is scary. He decides to advance the knight.
Knight to E7.
And kind of put me in not really that precarious of a situation. But whenever a knight moves, you kind of got to look for where he can attack. What's the next move with the knight? Because you gotta think 2 moves ahead with the knight. And if you don't think 2 moves ahead, you're gonna get forked, and that's that's a bad thing. Because right here, right now, what he could do is a couple of different things. I'm not gonna say, so he doesn't see what.
I'm not gonna say it.
Just sit and look at the board, and see what his next couple of moves could be. That could frick me over. And if you can spot them, let me know what to do, because I'm freaking out too. I'm scared now as well. I wasn't, but I am now.
I'm scared because I have a lot of stuff to move, and I have like 2 weeks to move it. Realistically, I have about 2 weeks to move all of my stuff from where I'm living now to here, and I haven't even started packing. So that's a little worrisome. But I think that with enough time and dedication, I can really get it done. You know what I'm saying? And I got friends. That's the important thing, is surround yourself with good, strong, capable, smart, funny, handsome, just built people. And
people.
And you'll be in a much happier place, I think.
Yeah, if you surround yourself with successful people, success will come with that.
Well, also, if you surround yourself with attractive people, then
you'll look uglier.
Well,
look fatter.
I was gonna say you might have a general up in your quality of life because you see less ugly people. Just don't look in the mirror. That's all I'm saying.
Gosh, this is an interesting game. If you do care about chess, this is an interesting game. So next week, do we want to do a Taco Thursday? Or we just do kind of like a little cooking session? Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh, you tried to trick me, guy. This guy make a joke, try to trick this guy. All right.
No, wait, I can't even make that move.
Oh, yeah, because you're pinned to your king.
Pinned to my king. I was like, yeah, this is the best move.
I know. I was sitting here like, what do I do now? I thought he couldn't do that for some reason.
For some reason, he can't. I don't know what happened.
What's going on?
Oh God, I could have sworn. I you know. Oh my God, we play chess like buffoons.
What is this tomfoolery?
Like, no, take my king, take my queen. See what happens. See what happens if you take my queen. All right, at this point, I just have to trade queens. There's not really much else. Gotta get rid of them. Gotta get them off the board. I was down a move, and in a very upsetting situation. But now he's up a couple of moves on me, and that's why I didn't want to do it. But the way the game turned out, and I didn't make.
Sometimes you gotta do some things you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. In order to win the game, sometimes you gotta lose your queen, and I didn't want to lose the queen this game, but it's not that bad. It's gonna be okay.
Because I also lost my queen, so.
Yeah. I didn't blunder anything.
Still on relatively equal playing ground.
I'm just trying to like deal with my loss, and it's my move. I thought it was your move, so I was like, all right, time to fill some space.
Yeah, idiot. Just kidding. Do you hey, people out there, put in chat. Do you think you're smart? Do you guys think that you're smart? I'm just curious. I feel like.
Let me be clear.
Don't get it twisted.
No, don't get it twisted. Do you feel smart?
Yeah. What about you? Do you think you're smart?
Sometimes I feel intelligent, and then other times I'm like, you're just a big old little idiot, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's just a little bit of an imposter syndrome thing.
Right. I feel like with guys, it's especially hard to tell compared to girls, because guys have like a monkey brain as well, where it's like you just kind of like I feel like you could be a really smart dude and make smart decisions most of your life, but at some point there's just that like brain dead. I don't know what I'm gonna do next. I'm just kind of, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's hard to really explain, but
see, there's just so many fucking moves to be made right now. I'm glad that we started playing chess, though. This was fun. Do we want to? Okay, here's the question: if we want to spice it up a little bit, do we want to add something to the chess? Do we want to add something completely different?
I don't know, man. Cause we did see a general uptick when we started playing chess, right? But
is it just because of the chess, or is it because of?
But also, we were just talking about how just because something works doesn't mean
that's the reason why.
Mm-hmm. So, I don't know. I think that as long as we're having fun playing chess, we should keep chess in it, you know?
Okay. I'm still having fun.
Yeah. I think it's cool. Especially because we only really play once a week, you know? All right, dude.
Yeah.
Not funny.
No.
Nah. Quite frankly, pretty ticked about it. All right.
I can't. It's been. This is probably the longest I've gone without developing my bishop. The longest that I've gone without developing it. Also, for the future, I did get it right. I was wrong. This is the correct orientation. Just
Is it?
Yeah. This isn't. This is. I just looked at the chessboard real quick and was like, "Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine, kid."
Jeez, I really don't know.
There's a lot of moves that could be made here.
Yeah, but not really.
This is a good game. This is a very equal game, I think. A weird one, but definitely I think it's a good one.
F it.
Nothing stupid's going on here. No, nothing stupid's going on there.
Dude, not funny.
Snipers, baby. That was honestly such a great analogy.
I know, right?
Like they really are snipers.
They can, yeah. They're your long range.
Yeah. Now, what do we do here? I think I could do that. Could do a couple of things here. But I think I'm gonna do one of these. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause now I'm up a piece. I think, right? Yeah. And put some pressure on. And he decides he's a pussy bitch.
He didn't let me take it, so he's a little bitch.
See, this is why he's a terrible chess player. When you think about it, terrible, ignorant decision. Should have let me win. I could chase. I could do that.
Did you just move 2 spots?
Because I'm thinking about castling.
Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, do you see? Well, Can't do that. Well, yeah, no, I can't. I can do that. You're going to cast them. Yep. That makes sense. Maybe an ignorant decision, but I like it. I like the move.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense. Uh-huh. Check. Yeah, you would move that there, wouldn't you?
Sorry, dead air, guys.
We're thinking.
Yeah, real focused now. Now that we're getting into the mashed potatoes and steak of it.
Yeah. The mashed potatoes and steak of it.
I like coming up with idioms that don't exist.
the steak and potatoes about it. Idioms that don't exist are fun. I can agree with that. Gosh, we are in a fucking predicament.
We are in a pickle over here.
We sure are in a pickle. In a bind, some would say. Oh, okay. Let's think this one through. You take here, I take here. Where does that put me? Is it in a better position? Kind of. I don't like it. Check with your horse. Your horse is in check.
Ah, rats. Dang it. Check.
Well, hot damn. Don't like that one.
Don't do it, dude.
Bitch!
Dude, come on.
Come on,
man.
what? Come on, what? You suck at this game.
Wow.
You were mid. You were trash.
Wow. Wow.
You're trash. You're mid. You're trash. You'll never be good.
Words hurt, man.
Yeah, do they?
They hurt.
Well, you know what? You suck at this game.
They hurt my heart.
You suck at this game.
Well, you suck at Jenga.
You suck at this game, dude.
So, at least I'm not bad at Jenga.
You suck at this game. I don't know what you're missing.
What are you missing?
You're
bud?
bad at this game.
Sir? So I was thinking about space, right? Mm-hmm. And actually this is a good thing. I came up with an idea that probably has a lot of refining to do. But I was thinking, we got telescopes, right? We got telescopes that see pretty far. But all of them are either on Earth
I've moved.
or they're satellites that take forever to relay information to us. And so...
What if we just send a person out there and tell them to shout really loud?
Yeah. And then we'll just wait.
All right, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking, right, that what if you get, receivers that are, cheaper to make. They have their own, positioning system by basically... Because once you're up in space... You don't need a ton of force to move. Any force will move you. But I was thinking if you're able to kind of once you hit that tangent of that orbit, send it directly out or send a rocket directly out and keep doing that at different times of the year. And you can essentially make a spider web of different receivers that can basically just send ones and zeros to each other and relay information, so that way we can send out like satellites way further and still receive that information pretty quickly.
We need to get Elon Musk on the phone.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't even want credit for it. Just do it. I think it'd be cool.
We need to get Elon Musk on the phone. I was almost in a fork there. I managed to barely see it, but I was almost in a fork there. And now we have another fucking predicament because we can't seem to make any moves that don't lead to, I don't know, stress. I'll move here. And then you can have your choice of which one you want. Oh my god. I hate my life.
And you could send... My thought is, right, you could send like 100 of them in one rocket. Mm-hmm. And once you get that beyond like the gravitational pull of Earth, then...
Do you hear that there's a new Earth? There's a second Earth?
Is like 10 times the size of Earth. They call it Super Earth. It's like 10 times the size of Earth, but it's Earth.
Gosh, these pieces are too close to each other. I don't like it.
But yeah, and then like once the rocket is out there, you can either, I was thinking two ways, right? We can send it horizontally, right? Like the same direction that Earth is orbiting, and just send a huge circle around in between the orbits of Mars and Earth, right? And just send a big line of satellites that are just there in between those two orbits. Or just keep the rocket going and it just leaves behind a receiver. So that way, essentially, you're just...
I think right now, what this is bringing up, I think right now, what we're too focused on the Earth.
See that.
I didn't see it either, and then I was like, oh, okay, well, that's nice. I think we're too focused on the Earth. We need more satellites in space. We need more Voyager satellites. We need to really pollute our solar system. Mm-hmm. To the point where we're just losing spacecraft day in, day out. Because we don't know what to do with them. So it's like all of a sudden we're like, oh shit, they put a satellite out there in 2030. It's gonna hit us. We didn't realize that it was gonna. We gotta change course, and then we're not gonna be able to make it home. We're dead. This is a one-way mission, guys. That's how bad I want it to be. In my humble opinion. Yeah, I saw it. This night's pissing me off, dude. It needs to stop being alive.
Get wrecked, loser. But I just started like thinking, I'm gonna just see if I can come up with a bunch of ways to make Earth better, and just let powerful people know my idea. Like as long as I can get the idea to them, I'll just be like, I don't really care for credit or nothing about this. I just want it to be done. Mm-hmm.
I think that's a fun way to think about it. Because, like, I don't know. We're not even close to where they are yet, and the likelihood that we get there is very small. I mean, we're going to try. We're going to try our darndest, but I don't know. Just like I don't know about this game. This game could go either way. We are, I think, dead even.
No, you're ahead, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5 pawns to 5 pawns.
Yeah, I think with that horse, you got ahead.
1 horse. No, wait. 5 pawns. Yeah. You need to. Yeah, you're down 1 piece.
Dude.
I need to start looking for mate at this point. I need to find ways to get that. And that guy is causing me some issues. see. Indubitably.
Oh, I think I'm playing silly now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why do you feel that you're playing silly?
Because I'm crowded.
Won't work.
Okay.
Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Check. Well, not check. I'll take that.
I see. Okay.
I let my move. Check. I moved too quickly. I got excited. Can't do that.
Oh, I see. Nice. Good one.
I like that move. That's one of my favorite moves. Is when it's like, ha, yeah, take it. Oh wait, you can't. You can't take it, can you?
You can't handle the truth.
Yep. That's a good way to stop that one. Yep. I see. Yep. I see. Yep.
Check.
I see. Yep. I see what you're doing now. Check.
Peculiar.
You're in check.
Yeah, I know.
No. I'll line up the pieces as well.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you really want to do? Oh. Are you sure about that one? Just make a gosh darn decision. I know how that is, though. It's hard. It's hard out there.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I have a hard life, man. Just making it 10 times harder making me play this game. No. Come on, dude.
Okay.
You're a jerkwad.
It had to be done.
Yeah.
That knight is still doing a lot of work for you somehow. This late into the game. Still doing work.
Putting the work in, dude.
The knight, he is. He's like a grinder. And you can't really, you can't shame him for that. He's just a grinder. Like, say what you will about the knight. The dude grinds.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. He does. Yeah. That'll happen.
You start to get depressed towards the end of these games.
Yeah, I don't like losing. I feel like who in their right mind enjoys that? Who's like, you know what? This was cool.
I had fun. I learned a lot from losing.
You know, I know we just spent a whole hour playing this game. But I'm glad I lost. Dude, come on.
Come on. All right, we're 10 minutes over. Let's get this game done.
Okay,
Silent
here we
Jobie,
go.
Silent Titan mode. We'll announce our moves. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the next move that I'm gonna do is with my rook. There. What do you put pressure on it? So do I want to do that now? Do I? That's a good question, Tyler. Well, it's an interesting trade. That's what we're gonna do there. That's how we're gonna deal with that one. We're drinking tea, not coffee. Happy National Coffee Day. I actually didn't drink much coffee today, but I wanted to act hype for the camera. I think it worked out. Thank you guys. If you're still watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Right now,
See this from an above view, bro.
yeah, because this is how we usually play it on our phones like this. I think what happens is like, oftentimes, yeah, we'll just show off our torsos. Don't need to do much else. Just the torso.
Oh my gosh, dude. It's pissing me off.
It's a bit of a sticky situation for you. I think what happens with you is you don't know when to attack sometimes. You get like scared and you like defend it.
I like when we get to the end of the game because you start telling people how they play.
Yeah.
You're like, I think this is your problem. I think here's what you fuck up on.
I can stop doing that.
All right. Damn it. There's not like a good move here.
Check. Let's see. You thought this one through. I was speaking too soon. As I quite often do.
I'm stressed. I'm on edge, man.
High level chess players get like so stressed towards the end of the games. Not that we're high level, but like they do. Like their heartbeat goes to like 110 per minute. Oh, let's get you. Let's go for you. Alright, pull the timer out. Let's get the timer going. Set it for like 5 minutes.
So it's my turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Check.
I see. Okay.
I think that's the best move that you could have made there. I need that guy gone. Now I need this guy away. Check.
Oh shit.
see. Indubitably.
Why did I do that? That was so fucking stupid.
Check.
That was so dumb.
Indubitably. Check. Is it here? Yeah.
I'm just gonna resign. Cause
Oh, wait. Sorry.
I'm at the point where I can't, like...
That was checkmate. So...
I mean, you can't do two moves, but...
I know, but...
Either way, I was gonna resign.
Yeah.
So, good game.
Good game, sir. And,
That's
that's golf.
That's chess and golf.